Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of playing online chess games on chess.com. I'll be playing 3 minutes plus 2 seconds game, and later I'm gonna analyze it as well. So stay tuned till the end and keep watching Chessopedia. So let us start and create our challenge, and let us wait for us to be paired. Okay, so our match has begun. So let us open the game with 1d4. Let us try something new here. Knight f6. Okay, so now let us go knight f3. e6. Okay, so now let us try the move g3. We are playing the Indian game Knight's Variation. Bishop g2. Probably c5 here. Okay, bishop e7. Now he will castle as well. Let us go with c4. And now we have transposed into the Catalan. Here the plan is normal, knight c3, knight e5, and you try to place our pieces like this. dc4. Okay, so we can play the move knight c3 anyways. We can play knight e5 later on to grab this pawn. Okay, knight c6. So this is a nice move. Now let us go with e4 and let us gain some space in the center. Probably I can even play e5 at a point to provoke this knight to get away from this spot. a6 with the idea of b5. So must here is a4 move. Here rook b8. Okay, so he wants to play b5 and he's kind of desperate for that. So let us think what we can do here. I can play the move a5. After which b5 I would take, he would take. Yeah, that is possible as well. I can play a5 maybe. Let us see if he goes for b5. Because if he goes, I'm going to take, and then I'm going to play the move bishop f4, which attacks the rook on b8. So bishop b4, he's trying to take here and take here. So let us go, maybe we can go with the move e5. Or maybe we can go with queen c2, but then there's knight d4, which is kind of troublesome. I can even play bishop g5. Let's just go for bishop g5. Probably at 6, then I would take, he would take back, and maybe then e5 is what I'm thinking to play. So let us see. Probably he should play at 6. Yeah, I would take, he would take. Maybe I can go with the move e5. This looks good. Or I can... No, but I should go with the e5 because now this bishop looks like pretty strong. Ideas include rook c1, but now this is hanging, so I shouldn't be playing rook c1. I can go queen f4. Yes, I can go queen f4 is an idea. Just trying to bring this rook into action. Because otherwise, if I would have played my queen to e2, then there would have been knight d4, which would lose another pawn, which I really cannot afford. Probably it's not so easy for black to develop his pieces. If he plays bishop d7, then I will move my queen back to c2. And then again his position is cramped. His bishop on d7 isn't really something which is great. And I can simply play rook d1 next, try to break in the center because his pieces aren't developed. This is a golden rule that whenever opponent's pieces aren't developed and you are fully developed, you should go and break through in the center. Because that will not allow your opponent to defend. Okay, so bishop a5, but now I can take here. Even though I'm a pawn down, according to me this position shouldn't be that bad. Because right now my plan is simple. Bishop c3, okay, so I will take the pawn of course. Because now this file is open as well. Knight e7. Trying to play b5 and then bishop b7 is what he's trying to play. So let us go knight d2. Let us maneuver our knight to the good spot. Or even we can plan queen e2, knight g4, knight f6, queen g4 and knight f6 ideas. Bishop d7. Okay, so he's wanting to play bishop b5 and get an exchange. So let us bring our rook to b1. Or maybe we can plan f4, f5. So we can move our queen to b3. Yes, we can move our queen to b3. Because if bishop b5, I can play c4. But then there would have been queen d4. So bishop c6. Let us go knight e4. Putting the knight to a good spot. I can play queen c2, queen d2, queen f4 next. Or even I can go with f4, g4. Okay, queen d5. But now knight f6. I think I missed this because knight f6, gf6, and then I would simply take his queen. Let us go for knight to f6. I think he blundered here. Yeah, he blundered. Okay, so now this should be winning. Actually, this wasn't an easy position to handle as white as well. I think I misplaced a bit in the opening. Okay, so he designed the game right now. Let us quickly analyze this game and see where we did our mistake. So the game started off pretty well. I was playing with the white pieces and I opened the game with 1d4, 1 knight f6, knight f3, e6, g3, d5, bishop g2. This is known as the Catalan. By the way, on the move 1, you can even flip the order, like you can first play the move c4, then you can play g3 and knight f3, or you can first even play the move g3 on the second move, and all these lines are possible. But I played the move knight f3 on the second move. Both side castles here. I played the move c4, which is what you want to play in the Catalan. He played the move dc4, the best move, because otherwise it's not so easy for black to decide where to move his bishop. So he took. I played the move knight c3, developing another of my piece, and now only bishop is left to be developed. Knight c6. This is all standard lines. I played the move e4. He played a6, with the idea of playing the move b5 and defending this c4 pawn, which is doubled. So I played the move a4, simply stopping the move b5, rook b8, with again the same idea. So I pushed the pawn further with the move a5, and he played the move bishop b4. Again, he was playing very good until here, and his idea is simply to take here and get a second pawn with the following idea of b5, even bishop b6. So I played the move bishop g5, with the idea if he takes over here right now, then I would play the move e5 and kind of get a pawn like h6. Maybe I can play bishop h4, g5, and I can play something like knight g5, and I'm already winning. So that is why here he didn't took, and he played the move h6, which is the best move in the position again. I took on f6 here. By the way, bishop h4 was better, but I was kind of confused, like after move g5, I would take, he would take, I would take with the bishop. And let's say black just simply puts his bishop back to e7. And I was kind of not sure how to continue in this position. Even though white is not bad in this position, like he can play the move e5, knight d8, let's say bishop c6. I'm just showing a random line. Let's suggest this, and let's say I play the move queen g4. And still not clear because even these pawns are doubled, but whenever black wants, he can sack a pawn for the activity of his pieces. So yeah, I wasn't clear, but even after knight g7, knight e4, and I played the move bishop f6, but bishop h4 was better here. After the move queen f6, I'm already not so good in the position because black has a double bishop advantage, and even I am a pawn down, so there isn't really any compensation. I played the move e5, for which I thought in the game that I would play queen d8. I played the move queen a4 because this is only I had to play, because if I played the move queen e2, then knight d4, queen d4, and I'm just a pawn plus with no compensation at all. And even a5 and e5 pawns doesn't seem to be that good. So that is why I played the move queen a4, and here he took on a5, which I kind of didn't saw at the moment, but then I saw that queen c4 and I'm still not that bad. He played bishop c3, bc3, and now my pawn structure does look pretty good, but he has a clear passer. So if this game continues to go into the end game, there are possibilities that black will win it. So knight d7, and even he's a pawn plus now, so yeah. I played move knight d2, which is with the idea of rerouting my knight to the square e4. Further, maybe plans with f4, f5, some sacks like knight f6. He played the move bishop d7, again the best move, because now his idea is to play bishop b5 and get a nasty fork over this. I played the move queen b3, getting away from the pin. After the move queen b3, he played the move bishop to c6. Again a very good move, because whenever you are a pawn or a piece up, you should try to exchange as many as pieces, because that would help you to simplify the position and eventually the game. So I played the move knight e4, and I was kind of hoping for him to play the move bishop d5, because already he was playing super good chess and I was already kind of not happy with my position. And then after bishop d5, what I was calculating is queen c2 and maybe some sort of move like c4, rook d1, d5, or even some sort of ideas like queen d2, queen f4, which I even showed playing during the game. But yeah, here he suddenly played move queen d5, and yeah, suddenly once he played move queen d5, I immediately saw the move knight f6. Now basically his idea of playing the move queen d5 was just to exchange the queens, and he was hoping that I would have exchanged it because here c4 isn't possible due to this. So he was hoping I would exchange the queens, and here black is certainly very much better because now the queens are off the board and black is simply winning the position. But here he missed the nasty move knight f6, and as we know, knights are popular for their forks, and here you get another fork which just simply ends the game. He took gf6, I mean he wouldn't play king h8 for sure. He took gf6, I took the queen here, he took with the bishop, and now even though he has a piece, I mean queen is a queen, and you cannot underestimate the power of a queen. So I played the move c4, and here he just resigned because now even I'm getting f6 pawn because bishop c6 takes, and yeah, I mean this was a very interesting game, to be honest. So a very good point that we can learn from this game is that you should never give up your hope even if you have blundered or even if you have made a small mistake, because even after you make some mistakes, the game is not over yet and your opponent can blunder anytime. Like my game, I was minus in this position. As you can say, anyone would see this position and say white is minus, but here he played move queen d5 out of nowhere, and from a minus position eventually was going to lose, but then I played move knight f6, and from a minus position I won the game in 2 moves. So friends, this was the game for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. You can check out some of the other videos coming right up, and I'll see you guys up in the next one. Goodbye.